Hi everyone! Hope your weekend is getting off to a good start. I'm Logan, the CEO here at Roll, and we're really excited to show you our first behind-the-scenes look at what we're building here at Roll, specifically our online play tools known as the Table. Now, please keep in mind everything you see is still a work in progress. We are still actively developing and designing these tools, but we really felt it was important to show our community what we're working on and what's going to be in your hands when Roll goes live. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is that I'm here talking to you from within the Roll interface itself through premium high quality video. I have all sorts of great controls for managing which camera I'm using, my microphone, I can test my audio levels, this is real, it's live. And once I'm really happy with all of that stuff, I can join the call and jump in with the other players that I'm playing with. Now, before we do that, I'd really want to go over the other aspects of our tool set that we also talk about that are exciting and important. So let's look at that. One of the first things that we talk about a lot here at Roll is our modular character sheet system, our modular stat tracking system. Now, it's really important to us that players feel like they can play any game on Roll, regardless of whether it's a game sold on our marketplace, regardless of whether or not it's a game that we have official templates for. We want everything to be code-free, modular, and easy. And so what that means is we've built a standard library of assets based on our research into as many popular and indie titles as we possibly can find. And we continue to do this research. And we build a library of assets that cover any information any game may need, allowing you to then create your own templates of character sheets and other information tracking sheets to meet the needs of the game that you're playing. And this also includes custom hacks, your own homebrew stuff, whatever you need, you should be able to tweak it on the fly. So for today's example, we're going to be playing with one of our personal favorite games, a game called Mothership. So let's take a look. Over here on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see my character sheet. Let's go to the top of that sheet, shall we? So this is based on the standard Mothership character sheet system. And instead of using something like their PDFs and bringing that in and trying to manage that, our tool always aligns nicely on the left. And since it's built out of standard assets, the user experience is always the same, regardless of what kind of information you're tracking for your current game. Which means once you know how to play one game on Roll, you should be able to play anything on Roll. So let's take a look. As you can see, I've got different types of form fields that I can fill in, my health, my rank and title. I've got token counters I can move up and down, for my stress in this case, or my resolve. I've got note sections, I've got my class, I'm playing an Android. I've got my stats. And then these green circles here are actually my dice buffs for this particular game. So for my skills, my stats, my saves, I also have miscellaneous equipment and other notes. And one of the other really cool things about our character sheet system that we talk about is the way that it automatically indexes the different sections of the sheet that you've created. So Mothership doesn't necessarily have super long character sheets, but some games do. Some games have a lot of information for people to track, and we really want to make navigating that information as easy and intuitive as possible. Which means when you create a section, so here we've got character, stats, saves, etc., those sections are automatically read by our system and indexed in a little table of contents here on the far left. You can see here, we got character, stats, saves, miscellaneous. So if I were to click on saves real quick, my character sheet snaps right to my saves. If I were to click on character real quick, my character sheet snaps to that section. And this will happen as you add sections, modify them, whatnot. It all happens on the fly. Again, trying to make it easy for you to navigate information. Let's say that you're playing a game with like a really heavy spells system, and you're going to have a ton of sections to track your gear and your spells and other things like that. We're really hoping our automatically generated index will make getting through that simple and quick for you. Another thing we talk about, of course, and you can't play role-playing games without some sort of system for tracking dice and cards and whatnot. So let's take a look at our dice roller here on the right-hand side of the screen. This little tab here opens it, and we've got a nice little dice tray. Now, we've currently got our dice tray populated with a standard set of different dice that are kind of the common dice. But Roll as a system is going to be supporting any form of custom dice or custom cards that your game may need. But for now, let's look at some of these standard dice, right? So I could say D8, D10, D20, and as you can see, it opens up this roller here, and we have little icons indicating which die is which, and then I can roll, and they're all gonna go, and I get my total here, and I can click done. In addition to that, I can do things like add my buffs here. So if I were to say in a game like Mothership, we often roll D10s and D100s. So let's open a D100 real quick. And then let's say I want to add my linguistics to this. Plus 10. See? And if I click roll, boom, 33. So this is a system that is particularly set up for Mothership. But again, our dice rollers, our character sheet tools, everything is customizable to work for the exact system that you're playing. It doesn't matter whether or not it's a system that is officially on the Roll platform yet or not. Again, we have really designed Roll to be modular so that anything you want to play, you can jump right in and play with your friends. So we'll close that dice tray real quick. All right, so now the really exciting part. Let's jump into a game with our friend Ian. Ian's going to be joining us in just a second here. Hey, there he is. Ian's now on the call with us. Ian, why don't you say hello to everybody?
Hey, how's it going?
Awesome. So our video tool has all these thumbnails that will line up along the bottom. We are still playing with different video layout options. And so again, please keep in mind that none of this is fully final, but we are doing live video chat right now. None of this has been faked. This is all happening live. This is real. I can turn my video and audio on and off. I have those options here. See, off and on, which is nice for people to have those controls. We really understand that that's important, both for different gameplay styles, for player safety, player privacy, player preference. So we have that. And then we have this other thing that we talk about a lot. So like we're in a live game session now. Ian and I are chatting. So obviously I've got my character sheet here, but what if I want to look at Ian's? So again, that should also be easy to navigate. And rather than going through a bunch of submenus to find the other character sheets, I can just go over to Ian on our thumbnails here and pull up his character by clicking on him. And here he is, Jasper Valentine, the scientist, one of our other Mothership cast members. And if I click on myself, I'm back to me. Now, the last really cool thing we're going to look at today is our asset tray. Now, again, we understand that while our goal with Roll is to make gameplay as simple and intuitive as possible, oftentimes you may need additional references to really enhance your role-playing experience. All of those things live here in the bottom section of the screen in your asset tray, which we open here. And right now we've got two items in our asset tray. Now, an asset tray is populated kind of in two ways. One, it is populated ahead of time by items that are already in your library based on things you purchased in the Roll Marketplace. So in this case, let's say that we had purchased a copy of one of the Mothership supplements on the Roll Marketplace. We would have Dead Planet right here, right? In addition, you may have your own custom assets that you've uploaded yourself that you're going to use for reference with your players. So I've created a station map, which I've uploaded here. Now let's say I want to show that station map to the group. I can click on this and I can say show party. Now the station map is up on the screen. Now you can see down here in the bottom, Ian and I are still there, thumbnails, our party is still playing, still watching. We can look at the station map for reference, and I can zoom in here and we can kind of scroll around, look around in the station map, zoom back out, navigate it as we need to. So let's say you might have a really large asset that you want to zoom in and show hyperfocus on. You will have that ability. And we're right now showing this to the whole party. So this is something that everyone at the table is looking at, not just me, which I can then close. And we're back to just video chat. In addition to that, let's say that you want to take a reference item and take it out of the video chat, take it into maybe a new window so that you can enjoy it as a reference while you're GMing, or as a player, you may need additional references outside the screen. We can do things like that. So if I go over to Dead Planet here and I say new window, it's going to open it as its own standalone PDF for me to read. I can have that open in a new tab. I can take that tab and put it on a separate window, a separate screen, but I can read through the rule book at my leisure, have it open for reference, in addition to being able to have that open, of course, on the main screen for my players. So I'll close this asset tray. This kind of sums up everything that we've got to show you today. But again, I hope you'll see that we've designed the table interface to be quick, snappy, intuitive, high quality. We're really trying to strive to bring everybody a video-centric experience that really puts people first. We want all of your role-playing games on Roll to be intuitive, easy to learn, welcoming and fun to people, with tools that feel premium and stable and easy to understand. So thank you all for joining us. I'm sure we'll have much more to show you soon, but we've been really excited to show this off to the world, and we hope you'll join us. The Roll Kickstarter is still live. We're a little bit less than a week away from closing our goal, so please check us out on Kickstarter and also on playroll.com. Thanks, everybody.